So Zetta, nice to meet you. So Vice President of Data Science for the East part of America at DataRobot. Been there about 7 years. So yeah, work with a lot of different companies and industries, mostly focused on banking though, in the AI space.
This may seem like an obvious question, but what brought you to this conference today?
Yeah. So I was doing a speaking event, which I think was something close to my heart with some of the things that we've been seeing in AI for a long time. So yeah, enjoyed doing that.
So, what are some of the outcoming trends that you're seeing in banking and AI?
Yeah, absolutely. So I think most every bank wants to adopt AI faster. They all want to, with between agents and LLMs and personalized chat assistants. Everybody wants that, but understandably, there's a lot of regulation and roadblocks to doing that at scale with large banks. So I think trying to navigate that space to be able to actually get to that point as quickly as possible while keeping their risks low, I think is what we're seeing today, where people want to get, what we've been hearing today. In terms of future trends, I think, like any technology, LLMs and AI are a double-edged sword. So while there's a lot more opportunities that people are going after, there's also going to be a lot more risks of people trying to take advantage of those, systems. So I think that's interesting. So as AI becomes, more intelligent, more agentic, we got to be really careful about how to look out for that so there's no disruptions to the main business.
Nice. What are some of the challenges that you see in implementing that?
Yeah, so I would say everyone's worried about hallucinations and worried about trust in the AI. So there's a lot of challenges there. I think today there's already really good solutions between things like retrieval, RAG approach in terms of leveraging vector databases. So that's how you can reduce hallucinations and even give citations to the understanding that the LLM is getting through your documentation. And there's things such as guard models that actually predict and prevent things such as prompt injection, toxicity, PII. So I think there's a lot of things in place to get to where people want to today. It's a matter of doing it. But then I think there's future things to come very soon as, again, AI is rapidly improving and becoming more agentic, right, in itself. And with that, we need to have even more robust security. So.
That's interesting. What is one thing that you really wish that people would just take away from this conference and maybe what you were speaking on?
Yeah, I think the one main point that I try to get across in my speaking presentation today is while understandably people think, hey, I can either move fast and capture a lot of opportunity but increase risk to my business, or I can move slow with less risk and maybe not capture as much value. I feel they aren't mutually exclusive, that if you're leveraging all the right technology, such as predictive AI mixed with generative AI, mixed with approaches like guard models, et cetera, you actually can move faster because through rapid iteration and real-time monitoring of all your systems. A good example is some banks, it can take 6 months or a year to get a model approved. If you can get it approved faster through some of these technologies, you're not just moving faster, but you're actually reducing risk because every model has a shelf life, and if you take a year to get a model approved, by that time it can even be stale. So I think you can actually have best of both worlds if you're leveraging the right technology.
Cool. Do you have a highlight from today?
Yeah, I mean, highlight is just like the lunch conversations here. There's a lot of I think key decision makers and very impressive people that are at this conference from a number of different organizations. So just hearing some of those lunch conversations and similar challenges and different approaches to solve problems and what's happening in the space at large across many large banks and institutions has just really been, I think, enlightening and entertaining to be a part of.
Was there something like an expectation that you had that like either was exceeded or something that surprised you about any of the conversation that you had or the people that you met or just the conference in general?
Yeah, I mean, even from the event, I saw there was a lot of top banks with top people from those banks. And while I had expectations of all being impressive people, I think it exceeded those in the people themselves and just the, really the openness and collaboration between people to all really seize this opportunity together and, help the underserved and help grow these systems so everybody can benefit. It's been really interesting.
All right. Well, Bobby, thank you so much for your time. I really appreciate it.
Awesome. Thank you so much.
All right, great.
Appreciate it.